I don't think the supply management system should be even involved in the NAFTA. It wasn't involved 20 years ago and it shouldn't be involved now.
With a herd of 65 purebred dairy cows, Roland Egger and his family work hard on their farm near Toronto. The milk quota they have with the government guarantees a fair price if they meet quality and other standards. He says abolishing that system, as the U.S. wants, would be unfair for Canadian farmers, consumers, and taxpayers.
A lot of people don't understand. Canadian dairy farmers, Canadian supply managed farmers are not subsidized by any way. The American dairy farmers are quite heavily subsidized. You always read in the press how they can't survive, how the markets, the milk price is so cheap.
Canada's dairy farmers say theirs is an industry that produces quality products for a local market, and they're tired of trade negotiations using them as a bargaining chip.
For now, Canada's NAFTA negotiators are defending the Canadian dairy system against U.S. demands for open borders. But as these long-running talks enter a feverish final phase, the pressure is growing on Canada to either join an agreement already made with Mexico or be left out entirely.
They want to get access for Wisconsin farmers into the Canadian dairy market. So it seems Donald Trump, his brinkmanship is actually quite good. He's put Canada in quite a vulnerable situation. We're in or out, and to the extent they focus in on dairy, Canada's going to have to give something.
Quite simply, Canada needs access to U.S. markets for most of its exports, even though the government signed free trade deals with other countries and the European Union. More than $1.5 billion worth of trade flows across the border every day, and restricting that could be disastrous.
Truly, we are the envy of the world, sitting right next door to the United States, and we have to find a way to make this relationship work. It will not be our best idea of an agreement, but this is one of those things sometimes you do, you sort of try to win the fight today to live to fight another day.
A new North American trade agreement will mean compromise by both the U.S. and Canada. Canadian dairy farmers are hoping that their livelihoods won't suffer as negotiators rush to meet a fast-approaching deadline. Daniel Lack, Al Jazeera, Halton, Ontario.